Hello and welcome to another one of my Train Sim World 4 videos. Today I'm going to do a neglected route of mine. This is the Glossop Line. I not really played it very much as I got here. I've done the scenarios and that's about it really. I think it probably deserves an airing. So today we're going to drive a service from Glossop to Manchester Piccadilly. The actual route is Hadfield to Manchester Piccadilly via Glossop. It's in two parts, but the first part, as probably those of you who played it know, it's sort of a few minutes long, and you go from Hadfield to Glossop, and that's about it. So rather than put that in there, I was going to do the main part of the route. So let's get started. Okay, so we'll key in here. If I can just find it, there we go. And we'll reinstate the AWS because we'll want that. So the doors are on the open on the left hand side. But once I key in, there we go. Okay. So we've got to wait until 22. So we've got about a minute. So let's check what the lights are on. Are they? Yeah, well, we got them on day or night mode. We got them night at the moment. I think a rule of thumb is if the station lights are on, then should be in night mode. But station lights aren't really. I'll leave them in night mode for the time being. And we'll find the wipers as well because I know not that one. There we go. Intermittent 1 will be fine, I'm sure, to keep the snow off for the moment. The light snow. Maybe. Okay, so this is the class 323. Don't really know an awful lot about it. I know people seem to like it on the forums, and there was quite a lot of interest in it when it came out. Okay, we can lock the doors now. Everybody seems to be on board. Who wants to be on board? Okay, so we can go on our way. Yeah, so 323, built in the early 90s, between 1992 and 1995, I'm led to believe, by Hunslet and Holleck, who I don't really know. Kind of a sort of same sort of time as the Electro Stars are being built, so a similar sort of age. What I don't know about these, it doesn't look like they are. I don't know if they're bi-mode or just single overhead track power, whereas the Electro Stars can be third rail or overhead. I'm not sure about these. Is there any anything down here to give us a clue, maybe about? Doesn't look like it. Maybe I should have investigated a bit further. Right, so our first stop is Dinting, which sounds a very nice place, although I don't know, so I've never been there. But what I know about, oh, here we go, let's get some speed up. What I do know about Dinting, it's there's some arches there, Dinting arches I believe they're called, and they go over the Glossop Brook. So let's get up to 45 miles an hour, just in time to slow back down again to come into the station, I expect. Oh, it's probably telling me something. Oh, that's for the fixed distance signal. bring the speed down a little bit earlier than normal because I don't want to go skating through the station in the snow, which can easily happen if you're not paying attention. There we go, nice snowy December morning. Oh, speeding a bit, there we go, get it down a bit more. Coming into a 10 now, so I better get speed down. I think that's if you cross over though. It shows how long I've not played this route for, so I thought the 10 was going around the other way, but I could be wrong. Let's see. No, there's 10, so let's see. No, 10's to the left though, so yes, we are going to a 10. There you go, route knowledge is everything. A little bit annoying, 10 miles an hour. You think they might have done something with that. I think it's the same if you ever played East Coast Way. I think coming into Lewis, there's 10 miles an hour in there. It's really annoying. When you think you're on time and all of a sudden you come into a 10 and it takes you about 2 minutes to get into the platform. Okay. Where's our stop car marker? Just at the end, I guess. Okay, that will do. Okay, so we're into Dinton. I feel like I should go and travel some of these routes in real life to see what they're like on my days off. They'll probably be quite nice. Okay, locking the doors on the right. We're a little bit late, a minute and a half already. That's where we're going to be able to make that up very easily with the stations being so close together. Okay, and we're off. Broadbottom. See him coming out the light. Uh-oh, speeding. Let's bring it down, I'll get into trouble. There we go. So once we clear the point, we can go to 40. And this will be the Dinton Arches then, I guess. Maybe? I'll be happy to be corrected here. Oh no, maybe not, because it doesn't go... Glossop Brook. I don't know, maybe that's not it then. The train waiting for us. So we get up to 60. So a quick look at the history of this line. So the Glossop Line is the surviving. This is sort of the western part of the Pennines, of the Woodhead line, which was sort of one of the first electrified, properly overhead electrified parts of the rail network back in the 1950s, I believe. Anyway, that Woodhead was the eastern section of it was all sort of closed in about 1970, I think. So this is a surviving bit. I think the Woodhead was all DC back in the day. I should probably do some research. I'm sure the knowledgeable people who who research railways more than I do will probably know exactly when it was all set up. But I think it was like a 1500 volt DC section. But was closed. Parts of it were closed. The Woodhead Tunnel and all those sorts of places, which is predominantly for freight. But this section survived. I don't know, maybe this is dinted. I don't know. So we're coming into Broadbottom anyway. So yeah, so basically this is the section of the Woodhead line that survived. There's been much talk about how the Woodhead, the closing of the Woodhead line, and how detrimental it was and or wasn't. Like a lot of things in the history of railways that have been controversial. Okay, so we're coming into Broadbottom now. The snow's piled up on the oh, a bit too early there. Should run a bit further. Maybe even later. It's not my my best run so far for timekeeping. There's a stop car marker. Can I open the doors? Hello, what happened to the lights? The weather suddenly changed. It certainly feels like it's got a wintry feel about it. I think it's supposed to be light snow. Okay, let's go. Our next stop is Hattersley. Again, apologies, I don't really know much about these places. I don't think I know anything about Hattersley. I don't know if is that where Roy came from, the famous Labour politician of the sort of 1970s and 80s, who was quite often mocked, parodied, I should say, parodied, not mocked, parodied on Spitting Image back in the day. Right, okay, so Hattersley Platform 1, which is 8 miles. The only frustrating thing about these busier routes is that you don't ever really get a chance to get any speed up, because as soon as you start to speed up, you have to slow down again. So I'll leave it at this speed and then we'll hit the brakes once we get around the corner. I'm assuming that this is actually, I mean, I can't remember when they came out the route, but this is actually a modern day version of the route rather than set like 5-10 years ago. I'm not sure. It feels like it's fairly modern. Right, okay, let's put some brakes in. So I'm going to do 40, so we should better get it down in time. Oh, snow's getting deeper. Drop some sand, I suppose, if we start wheel slipping and sliding. The doors don't stay open very long on here. Some routes, the doors seem to stay open forever, and other ones, like this one, it's open and closed in a matter of seconds. I notice the Great Western Express, for example, if you use these services on there, the slow ones with the 166, the doors seem to stay, the passenger loading and unloading seems to take forever, whereas on this one, obviously not. I mean, the people at Pennines are used to getting on and off their trains much more quickly than the commuter people of West London. That's some sparking on our pantograph there. So the next station is Godley. So I think so there's two stations which are actually both new on this newish on this line. So one of them is Godley, and one of them is Flowery Fields. I don't know if it's actually, maybe this is the site of the original Godley station, because I think there was a Godley East station as well. I think the original Godley station closed, and then they relocated it, and this one opened in about 1985. So that could be the Godley East one, maybe. Yeah, so this station, and even though Godley previously had a station, we've got some wheel slip. We're going to stop. Oh, just did it. And herein lies a tale about watching out for the snow. Yeah, so Godley and Flowery Fields, both relatively new in terms of railway history, at least. Although that Godley did have a station previously, they just built a new one and closed the old one. Okay, so our next station is Newton for Hyde. Okay, it's only a few hundred yards away, so not going to get much speed. And we've got a restrictive as well, so we'll get up to 30. We should be okay for 30, I think. So I didn't hear any magnet go off for that, although the flower was on there, so maybe it did. I'm guessing that the red is at the end of the platform for this one then. So look outside. A motorway, I don't know which one that would be. M6 maybe? Bit of wheel slip and slide again. I'm glad they put that physics in, because it is a real thing. It's something you've got to be very careful about. You can easily overshoot a station if you're not careful when you get wheel slip. Most modern trains have a similar thing to anti-lock brakes fitted on car called wheel slip protection. Essentially does the same job, it just and works in the same way by applying and releasing the brakes very quickly, so that when it sees the wheels are starting to slide, it releases it and back on, so it can gain adhesion again. Okay, Flowery Fields. power 4. That would be silly. I just pressed the button too many times. But since it's Train Sim World 4 upgrade, the controls can be a bit laggy on the on my console at least. Press a button, sometimes it takes a second or two. Well, it feels like a second or two before anything happens, and if you over press it, you get 2 or 3 applications. Anyway, so back out into the snow. Oh, that didn't do my eyes any good. Apologies for anybody there if you've photosensitive. Okay, we'll shut off here and put a little bit of light brake in. Seems to see the tracks are very slippery. I hope the cab heater's on because I feel like it ought to be. Yeah, I'll put the heat up in the cab. Oops, there we go. So I can hear noises, people in the back. Sounds like children. It's nice to see they've got this bit working. Just a shame that there's not on other systems, and the use of it's fairly limited. Although it's going to be to some degree because there's not much you can do other than you're not likely to do in a scenario other than contact the signaller, but but will be quite nice if some of the other buttons worked. Okay, so our next station is Guide Bridge, which I think is a kind of flowery field, yeah. Not looking too flowery today. Well, that's 1.5 miles. Be able to get up to about 50 miles an hour at this rate. So another tip with driving trains in this sort of weather is not to stick it into the highest power notch straight away, because you'll just get wheel slide, or wheel slip, I should say. You get wheel slide when you're braking, wheel slip when you're taking power. So up to, well, we get up to 60, yeah. Finally. Back outside, so there we go, see what the snow's coming up like. A bit of brake as we're going downhill. I'm guessing that's for the 40 coming up, so we get speed down. Okay, we'll take it off. One little moment, I thought that red was ours as we came around the corner, which would have been bad. Okay, we're coming towards the station now. So Guide Bridge, it's quite an old station, I believe, sort of 1840 or something like that. When I had a quick look earlier on about it, because the name rang a bell. Used to be a big yard here, I think, that for the days when there was a lot of coal transported by rail. Getting a bit of wheel slide again. Let's take the power off. Oh, the brakes off, I beg your pardon. Yeah, there's some big yards here apparently. I think a lot of the lines were, there were some more lines and more platformers, but I think a lot of them were removed and when there was the electrification was carried out, I think. I think it's actually one of the busiest stations on this route, according to my sources. So look out the window as I'm playing this game now. It kind of feels not so wintry, but it seems like summer was a long time ago now. As the rain comes down. So next stop is Ashbury, so that's actually a fair distance away, 3 miles. So we should be able to get some speed up, assuming there's no speed restrictions on the way. It's actually not a very long route at all. If we're taking about half an hour, even with my driving, a little bit longer, 40 minutes maybe max to get from end to end. It'd be quite nice to see the route learning videos of these, see what actually it looks like in real life. Oh, there's a shed with a lot of wagons behind it. So I don't know what this station is, but we're not stopping there. Some cold and wet people waiting on the platform though. Something worse than that when you're standing on the platform and it's horrible weather, and then you see the people in the trains that are going past nice and warm and cosy in their carriages. I suppose given the length of this route, it's not because it's not that long, I guess, using the new free roam feature where you can put the trains, it's probably not going to add much to it, because you're not going to get very far. I mean, you could put an HST on here if you wanted to. I don't any layers already on it, but or an IET or whatever you wanted, but it probably wouldn't add very much, because you'd be at the end before you knew it. I suppose what you could do is you wanted to put some BRE era diesels. I've slowed it down too much now, although we've got a 40 coming up. If you wanted some BRE era diesels on here, you could. I guess, I don't know what pre-electrification trains would have been running on here. The station coming up anyway, so I'll bring a light brake because we're going to be running downhill. Oh, some more cargo wagons there. These are already, there's no graffiti on them. Okay, we've got 40 coming up. And the station's coming ahead now, so this is Ashbury's. That's for the 40 then, I guess. So the signal's off at the end of the platform, so that's okay. Well, you kind of hope they'll build more shelters on some of these platforms. But I don't think I would be standing at the end of a platform like this on a day like this. I'd be in whatever shelters they had. Oh, I think I missed the stop car marker by quite a bit. I've gone right to the end. Actually, it says car stop there. So if it's NS stop, you should go to the end of the platform, not halfway down. So what was halfway down here then? Is that one there? Oh, okay. So 4 car there and an S car there. That's a bit confusing. Generally, an S stop is where everything stops rather than just anything but the others. Oh, sun's coming out. Is it? I'm sure I feel like the sun was there somewhere. Over there then. Who knows? Where's it coming from, the sun? Up the sky. Well, definitely coming from over there, but I can't see it. Right, okay. Let's go. So next will be at our final destination, everybody, is Manchester Piccadilly. Another station I've never been to. Well, there's lots of stations I haven't been to, so it's a bit of a slightly ridiculous statement. Again, I think it's one that I probably ought to go to. We've got a 35 mile an hour speed restriction coming up, so we're going downhill a little bit as well, so I should probably take that off. 35, 25, 15, so we're crossing over. Again, the reason I do leave this the HUD on down there is because I sitting quite a way back from the screen, and to look at that, I really need to be a bit closer. So having it there is a bit easier. That's the only reason, really, not for any other. 25 coming up. I'm going downhill a bit. We're a bit late into, I think we're going to be a bit late into Manchester Piccadilly. Let's have a look outside, see how the world is. Yeah, plenty of snow around. I'm quite a fan of the snow, although it is a pain if you're trying to travel between places, so I get why people don't like it. Driving a car in the snow is not fun, but it does look nice. Okay, so just coming to the 25. Got our green on our line. Not sure what those signs above the signal gantry there were, the DE. I'm going to say it's down something. Usually it's down and up, and the second letter usually tells you what sort of the name of the line that it's on, but I don't really know. Well, quite miraculously, we seem to have actually made up a bit of time, and we might be in Manchester Piccadilly on time. So no delay repay for anybody today. Here she comes. Snow on the front, nicely done, I like that. This is annoying. The wipers. Slowly, slowly towards the buffers. We don't want to smash into them. See out the window now. How do we do? Right, okay, so we were actually on time pretty much, so that's good. And we got a gold medal. I don't know if there's a platinum for these ones. I'm happy with the gold anyway. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. Hopefully I'll do some more over the next couple of weeks. If you've got any comments, please feel free to put some down. If you've got any questions, also please feel free to put them down. Anyway, have a great day, and see you soon. Bye bye now.